about a week now after the end of the Shiva for Daniella, and Rabbi Six and I felt that it was an appropriate time to address something that we and a lot of you have been thinking about and asking, which is, what can we do? What's an appropriate Kabbalah? What are we supposed to take on? What are we supposed to do going forward from here in order to do something as a schus for Daniella, to do something that will help us to remember Daniella, remember the impact that she had. It's been a few weeks now that we've all had the opportunity to really reflect on the unbelievable impact, the unbelievable power, that our encounter with Daniella had upon us, the strong roshem that it left. And we feel now it's an important time to take all of those feelings and to channel that into something practical that we, as a community, as a family, the Tomer Devorah family, can do together to, again, both give a merit, a schus, li'ilu nishmas Daniella, and to help solidify Daniella's memory in our hearts.
We received a lot of different ideas over the past few weeks, really since Daniella was nifter, through the Kvura and beyond, all sorts of different ideas from alumni of what we can do to really try to memorialize her and solidify it, and again, for it to make a lasting impression on us. And we didn't quite feel that it was the right time yet. We felt that it was too early. We felt that we needed the time to process it and to take in and to make it more meaningful for us. And after weeks of thought, and we really thought of 2 points that needed to go into this. The first point being that it had to be something meaningful and unique to Daniella, something that reflected what she meant to us, the impact she had on us, and how it would best show many of Daniella's traits. And the second point is it had to be something that was doable, for us as a family, as a Tomer Devorah family, something very practical, something that we could take on a Kabbalah forever, for the rest of our lives, bli neder, that would really allow us to, every time we do it, reflect back again on Daniella's meaning to us, and of course be an ilui neshama to her. To that end, we decided, after speaking with family as well, and running the idea by them, and they seemed very open to the idea, we decided that what we would like to present to the Tomer Devorah family would be the Kabbalah of taking on the mitzvah of Shlishit, specifically the Ilui Nishmas Daniella. Rabbi Rosenstein will explain exactly how it's going to work.
I think something that we all came to realize, and this is definitely something that, at the Shiva home and in my discussions with both Daniella's parents and Daniella's husband, Noam, over the past week or two, came out, was Daniella's, among many, many other midos, was her cheshek to connect people, her cheshek to introduce people, to introduce herself to people. When I was speaking this morning with Daniella's mother, and as I was telling her that this is what we were going to be presenting to the alumnae as a Kabbalah, and she said, maybe we could talk about having a Kabbalah about, every week in Shabbos, introducing yourself to 3 new people, because that's something that for sure would have spoken to Daniella. And we spoke about that, but I don't know, it's a great idea if anybody who wants to take that on and to be, encouraged and inspired by Daniella's example and to do that, but we didn't feel that as a Kabbalah for our student body and for our alumni would be something that would be, a practical thing. But Shlishit, we were thinking about like this, of all the Shabbos meals, Shabbos meals are about connecting. It's about connecting with family, connecting with friends, connecting with people. And, of all the Shabbos meals, Shlishit, of all of them is, this is something that Daniella's mother even said, it's more about the food it's more about the people than the food. The other meals, people sometimes prepare big, lavish meals, but by Shlishit, it's more the company, it's more the ruchnius of Shabbos. All of Shabbos is already passed. It's towards the end of Shabbos already. And it's a special time of connecting. Daniella herself set up Shlishit in her community for people to get to meet each other and to get to know each other. And we felt it was really something that we could together as a group to be makabel on ourselves to do again le'ilu nishmasa, that week in, week out, every Shabbos, that we could think back and reflect on Daniella. Even years from now, but to really associate our keeping, our being very meticulous, our very careful with the mitzvah Shalashudis, together with our Ilui Nishmas and our connection with Daniella. So I want to explain to you, what it means as far as what we're asking for everybody to be makabel. For some people, especially women who are not so careful to eat Shalashudis, so we're asking to take on again bli neder, but really to take on that you're going to accept upon yourself for the rest of your life that you're going to be careful to eat Shalashudis. And if until now you eat a little bit, but you're not careful to wash for hamotzi, which is really the best way to do it, so then you're going to take on to wash with hamotzi. And if you already wash every week and you're makbid to eat Shalashudis, so first of all, those weeks when it's hard and it's difficult and you don't feel like it because it's in the winter and you ate a late lunch, so this will help to give you a chizuk. You'll think that you're doing this, the Ilui Nishmas Daniella, and it'll help you. Furthermore, you could say the Zmiros Shalashudis, Mizmor David, and you did nefesh, think about them and say them with kavanah. And what's more, we really, ultimately, which is, what Daniella would have wanted, her mother said, that people should invite people for Shalashudis. If you ever have the opportunity to have Shalashudis, by yourself or with guests or with people, so take the opportunity to meet people, take the opportunity to help other people meet and to help other people connect. Again, we feel that this is something that that we could take on as a group. Fix and I are trying to arrange, that every week on Erev Shabbos or Thursday to send out a brief thought about Shalashudis, either about one of the Zmiros on Shalashudis or about the meal of Shalashudis. Something that can help to bring us all together to be makayim this special mitzvah, keeping Daniella in mind, again, as a suchus for her and as a way for us to constantly remember on a weekly basis, who Daniella was and what she meant to us.
Chazal say, and it's brought down in the Mishnah Berurah, Kol Mekayim Shalosh Seudos B'Shabbos, whoever is careful to fulfill the Gimel Seudos of Shabbos, Nitzol Mishalosh Paranios, Michevlo Shal Mashiach, Umedina Shal Gehenom, Umimilchemes Gog Umagog. This mitzvah that we're taking on as a Tomer Devorah family should be a schus for Daniella, and it should be a schus for Klal Yisrael, and we should have Mashiach Tzidkenu Kam Bimher Be'amenu. There should be a Tchias Amesim, Ubila Hashem LaNetzach, Umacha Hashem Dima Me'al Kol Panim.